Hey guys, Clumsy here. Might have been too loud. Welcome to Clumsy Trucking on a Wednesday. Something different today. First one ever. Thanks Thor for being here. Good evening. And Macadden, thanks for joining as well. Hope that mods list helps you out. And the legendary Alex joins us. Graces us with his presence. So we have a special today. Normally it's a flight sim stream, but I saw the post from SCS and I wanted to support it, and I wanted to do what I could for it because it's a good cause. It's breast cancer awareness and support. So I bought a DLC. 100% of the proceeds from that DLC will be sent to charity by SCS, so that's amazing. That's an amazing work, and the very least I could do is to support that in my little way. So thank you guys for joining, and if you guys have like extra $2, go ahead and check out the DLC. Let me post the link for you guys in case someone has not seen it yet. 1 second. Hey Fasha, thank you for joining in this very pink day. Does my shirt qualify as pink? Not really. Close enough though, close enough. I should have brought out my pink shirt from the closet. So that should be, I think, that one. Hey Scripps, how are you, man? What have you been up to? So that comes with a couple of paint jobs, very pink paint jobs, and cabin accessories. And yeah, 100% of the proceeds goes to reputable breast cancer research and awareness charities. Starting with the charities listed below: the BCRF, Breast Cancer Research Foundation in the US, and the Alliance of Women with Breast Cancer, founded in Czech Republic by cancer patients. Yes, such an amazing cause. So let's go ahead and support it and do whatever we can to spread the word, right? Little sick today. Oh goodness, get well soon. Hoping you feel better. Resting by virtual trucking. That's a good way to do it. Hey Riz, how are you, man? Welcome back. How have you been? So lots of things happening in the trucking world. It seems like the hiatus is over. You know, the past few weeks we've gotten very quiet activity, minimal activity in the trucking world. But now everything is coming up, starting with the Renault Range T, and of course all the mods that come with it. So we have Natural Lux, Project Next Gen, Early Autumn at the bottom here, and then we have the Renault Range T, Sounds by EVR, originally for the Volvo though, so this is not the full Renault Range T goodness yet. There's a bit of conflict in the sounds, I think. Let's pause the music for now. There we go. Been well but stressful sorting college out. Good luck, man. I can imagine. Aside from that, I have enabled the Renault T low chassis and the Renault T light improvements. I really like these mods from Groover. I'm liking the look of it, the feel of it. And it seems like it's not too low. I'm not getting smudged into the ground or anything like that. So it looks good. Oscar's Renault T realistic dashboard we have as well. And there was an update in SCS, in ETS2 today, where they actually seems like they fixed finally the spoiler issue. I showed that in my recent video, the must-have mods for the Renault Range T. There was a bug with the spoiler for the smaller cab size that you couldn't activate the spoiler at all. You couldn't enable it. It's not there. But now it seems like it's there, and it seems like it's a huge spoiler. So I am liking it so far. Let me show it to you. Big step indeed. Good luck, man. Let us know how it goes. Not sure if that DLC includes any own trailer paint jobs. It does, yes. So you can actually, what we're doing today for now is we're doing external contracts, but I think external market can work as well. Because if you look at the trailer purchase options here, if you go to the default SES trailer, there's a paint job specifically for the pink movement. Yeah, it's quite fancy actually, and you can change the colors. If you are done with the pink event, you can change it up later, and this can be very interesting. Actually, that looks not too bad, right? So 3 new paint jobs, and everything is fully customizable. Very nice. Even the black one here, not too shabby. 4 weeks in. Ah, cool. Yeah, so it's the adjustment phase. Let's see if those skins are also available in the Chron DLC. Are they, or only in the default trailers? Only in the default trailers, looks like. Okay, only in the default. Was making World of Truck deliveries on vanilla map and still getting a few stutters. Oh, interesting. Maybe, what's causing that? Let's observe. Let's observe here and see if we get the same problems. So I will go to H shifter for a change. Let's go with ZF12 speeds. Yes, that should be fine. And I wanted to show, yeah, this one. You see the spoiler, but let me show it to you. If you go to vehicle browser, if you check the Renault Range T, that one, and we pick the smaller cab, that guy. Don't pay attention to that one. That's from a mod, I think. Because if you look at that part, it's by Glover actually. I think the fix from SCS that came in today is adding this spoiler, which is very nice. It's perfect for that smaller cab, makes up for it. Makes up for the lack of vertical clearance. So that makes it almost level with the normal trailer height. Love it. I'm a fan of the smaller cab sizes with the huge spoilers. I don't know, I just like the look. Yarr! How are you doing, Jack? What have you been streaming? Hey, Skyward. You did see a glitch when you played earlier where your Mercedes new Actros had a transparent step area. The thing you climb up, the step up. Yes, thank you for joining, Riz. You saw the post on YouTube, so apparently that's effective, huh? Cool. Alright, so we have a job already in progress. We are starting off in Italy, in, what is this? Sardinia, right? And going to make our way, pick up the trailer in Sassari, and deliver it to Cagliari to start things off, and then we'll see from there where we end up. Good evening, Iggy. Glad you could join. Have you been flying, hunting, trucking, or whatnot? Amazing. They have almost the same tastes. Did I miss anybody? Hope I was able to say hello to everyone. So, also part of the Pink Ribbon DLC. Oh, look at the beauty of that steering wheel. I'm using the exclusive black option right now. With that, what's that finish? Carbon fiber finish or something? Certainly looks like it. Oh man, that looks so good. And that's the part of the Pink Ribbon movement as well. That hanging accessory there. Looking good. Let's hear it. EVR sounds. So I got a comment from YouTube from someone, I can't remember the name, sorry. But he told me that the sounds have been updated for the Renault Rage T. He said that SCS updated it. I tested it though and it seems still as bad. So I don't think it was updated, or if it was, it's still not good in my book. So I quickly jumped back into EVR. Your Twitch is screwing. Oh, and yes, by the way, no more reshade. Well, reshade is still there, but all the effects are currently off. I have not found an objective a setting that is different enough to merit enabling any of those effects at the moment. So for now, they are paused. Good morning, Ron. Thanks for making it. Hey, Geek Squad. You're doing the event in ATS. Nice. What is it? Just 12 deliveries? No minimum mileage or whatnot? I did not read it very well. Maybe we should read it, huh? So along with the DLC, guys, for the Pink Ribbon, buying the DLC supports the breast cancer foundations and research institutes. But at the same time, there is an event that SCS released for awareness. Doing these will not create any revenue directly. So it will not increase the budget that is donated, but it will increase awareness. So it will be helping in terms of like advertisements, yeah, making people aware of that there is something happening, and that they can buy the DLC. So it helps doing this as well. So let's see, 12 or more deliveries that player personal. Okay, unique pair of pink ribbon embossed. Those are the rewards. Okay. And then there's a community goal as well. Personal goal and a community goal. Personal goal is 12 or more deliveries. Community goal is 1 million deliveries. Then we'll get all these goodies. Boxing gloves, hanging boxing gloves, winning dice, and whatnot. Looks pretty straightforward. No other clauses. Hey Jefferson, I remembered it, right? I hope I did. Are you flying now? Don't like this new Twitch. I've seen it finally. It's not too bad for me, actually. Or I'm using dark mode though. Are you guys using dark mode? I am liking the modern feel. But me, I think I'm the only one who says that. Who's liking the new thing. Hunting so far. Planes was in maintenance until 10 minutes ago. Ah, interesting. Maybe the update is in beta branch. Wait, which one, Iggy? Four out of 12 on the event so far, Skyward. 2 in ETS, 2 in ATS. Nice. Keep at it. I am still at 0, as you guys saw. Yes, it's part of the DLC, that ribbon accessory. Super cool, right? You also kind of like the Twitch redesign. Okay, that's good to hear that I'm not alone completely. This is a fancy new looking gate. You just can't get used to it. Just like Track IR, right? There's the trailer. Very nicely designed. I must say SCS has stepped up a lot in terms of the design department. I remember their old designs for the SCS company trucks, company trailers. They were not very good. So the default companies in ETS2, I'm not such a fan of the lettering. They are very basic. Not too classy in my opinion. But this one, yeah, definitely shows the growth, the maturity the SCS designers have come through. Now, if I can only match that guy. Nothing happened? Engine didn't die on me? You turned it to dark and had to turn the light on to see it. But oh, come on. The Renault T sound may be in beta branch. Ah, I'm not sure. They haven't said anything. But I didn't think so because they released an update officially, fixing the spoiler. I would have thought if they fixed the spoiler, they would fix the sounds as well if they had it. I mean, hey Thermic, good evening. How are you doing? Thank you for joining. So look at the height, guys. Thanks to that spoiler, we are almost at that trailer height, and I think I'm just a bit lower because I have the lowered chassis mod from Gloover. If I didn't have that, we might be exactly at trailer height. So I'm happy enough with that. It does look pretty sleek though, doesn't it? Real men wear pink. Real men drive pink trucks. goodness, that looks massively beautiful. The pink black combination is actually very classy looking. Still no good sounds for this truck yet. Well, thanks to EVR we do. So now I'm brave enough to step up the volume again to 2. And we can hear the retarder whining later. Everything is EVR-ified. Yes, I'm going to make that into a verb. Is that a verb? An adjective, EVR-ified. Oh yes, that's true. That's a good point. I haven't tried it yet. Has anyone tried Lean sounds for the Renault Range T yet? Because Lean has been known to make very good sound mods too, and they're free. So they're more accessible for people. You tried it. What's your opinion? Let me see if I missed any messages. I think I was able to reply. Didn't know Sassari was like a full-blown city. Yeah, I was expecting more like a countryside feel. It's not bad, but not great. Not too shabby. If you had to choose between a Bastrepas' version and Lean's, which would you pick? I have not tried yet 1.2. But I think 1.2 from Abbas is better than his 1.1 version. The one I showed in the video is 1.1. So that's the retarder one you're hearing. It's beautiful. The default sounds didn't have that. It was not as engaging, enabling the retarder or the engine brake. Looking good. You would pick the sound mod from the workshop. Oh yeah. Is that the one from Momo? Yeah, I purposely didn't include it though, because it was stolen and everything, and it's like mentioned even on the description. And I'm not sure if can I first of all, they said not to spread it. So should I be sharing that with everybody? Maybe not. And second, if it's stolen, should I support it? So I just decided to not include it in the video. I didn't even try it out. Too bad, it's good. You did do an ATS so far. Hey Tom, glad you could join. That's good you've started the event as well. We need more people in pink. I wonder how we're doing with the community event. Has SCS shared any update yet? I'm sure people have gone and jumped into the event as soon as it came out. The trucking community is very supportive of that, especially with this kind of cause. What I'm noticing though, I'm not sure if that's just because of the realistic dashboard, but the gear I'm saying 6, but it's not showing the L or H. So we're at 6 high right now, and that can be a bit confusing depending on how you are looking at it. But good thing is you have that overlay, so you guys should be fine. Man, I love that steering wheel, really. I love the texture of that. The bus sounds okay, but has a weird cylinder cadence at some speeds. Ah, I see. Maybe we'll have to wait for the legendary Krishbom's rendition on it then. And of course, EVRs. I'm hoping those come out soon. Thank you for following. Thank you for following, guys. And feel free to say hi so we can greet you by name. Thermic, thanks for the follow as well. I forgot to thank you for that. Are we raising money doing any of this? We can raise money by purchasing the DLC. So if you guys want to help out, you can buy the DLC from the Steam workshop, Steam library. I should have prepared a custom command for it. Maybe Alex, you can help by pasting it occasionally. Sorry, a bit manual work. Because if you buy the DLC, all the proceeds are going to the foundations. There you go, what Alex said. The event is over 10% complete after about 12 hours. Oh, so there has been an update. Nice. Hey Sankon, thank you for joining and thanks for the follow, man. Appreciate it. Are you a trucking fan as well? Paint skins for trucks and trailers and the hanging ornament like this guy. 110,248 deliveries so far. Not too shabby. Come on, Alex. Oh, speeding. There you go. Thanks a lot, Alex. Sorry about that. Kind of thought of it last minute. Slowing down. Oh crap. I was afraid of that. I think we hit that yellow car. Just snagged him a bit. Gave him a little bit of pinkish hue. Just shared the love a bit there. Yeah, these highways can get very sharp sometimes. Cannot stick to 80 kilometers here. You saw Fuso today in the UK, in London. Wow, didn't know those existed all the way there. Maybe it got imported all the way just for you. Someone hit our 12 deliveries by the time they hit the goal. October 20. Okay, that's good. There's more than enough time. Cool. That's good to hear. So people are not pressured to do it as fast as possible. Yeah. But with the tires DLC, it was understandable because it was a paid DLC, but they decided to make it free for a small amount of people. So that was understandable that they made that very limited. This one though is a different thing altogether. There's no DLC at stake here. And a car on its roof. Car on its roof. So it was carrying cars? That sounds fancy. Did you take a pic? I'm not using any map mods run. I've learned the hard way that when using World of Trucks, when going into contracts, having map mods is a complexity that I would not like to have. So I've been bitten by that before. You know what? Let's turn on the music. It is a stream after all. Turn off the music here. There you go. And let's take a photo. Car accident on the motorway. That Fuso driver might have been in a very unfamiliar place. There you go. With early autumn colors as well in the background. Beautiful. Take a shot which is showing a bit more of the highway. I'm hoping to get back into ATS soon. Not a lot of things have been happening on ATS from what I see. But I am starting to miss the trucks and the roads. So I'm hoping on Friday we can go into ATS. It's been a while. So if you have any ideas for a new truck or a different thing to try out, let me know, okay? So far I have no idea. Are you saying cars can fly? Maybe if they're hit by a water buffalo. The range reset. Rip. Gearbox. Fuso. Like ducks. Wait. Ducks can fly? That never gets registered. You can do this event for ATS2. Oh yeah, that's true. Yeah, let's use one of the default trucks maybe, so we get the paint job. And then we can haul things around. Sounds like a good plan. Maybe we can do some here and some over there. Finish those 12 deliveries. Sounds like a good deal. That will be great for the ATS fans as well. I've had people requesting in the comments for more ATS vids. I just can't show them because there's so much happening in ETS2 and not much happening on ATS at the moment. Oh yeah, Barry also recommended that Untitled Goose Game. I haven't seen it yet. What kind of game is it? Is it along the lines of what was that rabbit exploding thing that we were playing before? Is that along those lines? You've tried the VR demos and they are fantastic. Nice. Have you tried it on Elite yet? Have you explored with VR on? There we go. A separate pack for ATS. Oh, maybe I should purchase that then as well. Yeah, so if you guys want to do that, you can. You can purchase the DLC twice. Once for ETS and one for ATS. I mean, all proceeds will go to the foundations anyway. So you have more options to give. It's a calming, no time limit, no way to die. I like that. A brain challenging game, so like a puzzle. Ooh, me likey. Maybe next week we can check it out. I have to do stuff as the goose to beat the game. That might be a good random game to try on a Wednesday. I'll check it out, thanks. Can you post the link to the game in the suggestions channel in Discord so I don't forget it? Also, if I can just switch the topic a bit to flight simming. Have you guys seen the FS 2020 footages? Oh my goodness, those are such beautiful videos. So envious of the guys. They got flown to Seattle, and some of the famous YouTubers and content creators and pilots in real life were flown to Seattle and were showcased exclusive FS 2020 content. And they were allowed to test out the sim. They each had a rig where they could test things out. Yeah, thanks Tom. You have to get a cable, mini display port to normal display port in the morning. Ah, I see. As your son's 2070 only has one HDMI connection. Cool. Thanks Tom. Appreciate that. I'll check it out. Thank you for giving way. Grazie, I should say. We wanted to see Jack stream in VR with camera showing him stumbling around. Oh yes, definitely. We're waiting for that, Jack. Let us know when it's going to happen. Cool stuff. That's the HTC Vive that your son has, right? Is that are there different variants of the Vive? I get confused with these things. I started looking into VR just to get more acquainted with what's out in the industry right now. I saw there's an Oculus Quest, an Oculus Rift S. Oculus Quest is more like mobile, I think, right? It has its own. You don't need to connect to the PC for it. Mead VR. Isn't there like a brewing simulator? That might work very well for Jack. He just mounted the sensors on his walls. Oh, the Vive has sensors too. I didn't know that. Okay. So only the Rift S has the capability of not having sensors at the moment. Is this where we're headed? Yes, it is. Delivering somewhere there. HTC Vive. Yeah. I think that's a different one, Tom. HTC does have phones, and I used to have an HTC phone. It was called the HTC One. It's a nice phone. Had a major bug with the camera though. Had that purple tint. HTC VR phone. Oh, there's such a thing. I didn't know that. Thank you for following and welcome to the channel. Hope you're having a relaxing time. And feel free to say hi if you want to participate in discussions. We go from talking from VR, flight sims, any kind of sims, all the way to food. Anything that is family friendly, and some things sometimes bordering not so family friendly, we talk about. Let's spark this up. Oh, by the way, I always forget this, but at least I'll mention it now. A couple of weeks ago, Kirill posted in the Natural Lux Discord that he was looking for people. So he was looking to grow the team to make it sustainable. So if you guys are interested in joining the NL team, the Natural Lux team, please join his Discord server and talk to him. He's looking for some specific skill sets, I think. Forgot the details, but yeah, get in touch with him. Hope the next gen VR headsets are all wireless and no sensors. Oh yeah. Yes. I'm waiting for that to happen. And that they don't need like a massive GPU. Because you have to like render twice or something. Is that still a thing? They need to render twice? Oh, that goes to Olbia. We can go do that. That's actually very nice. Or we can cross over for 11 kilometers. We can do that too. Is there a ferry in Olbia? I don't think so. Okay, so if we want to get out of Sardinia, we have to go through here anyway. Yeah, let's take that. Pink Ribbon Goods. Cagliari to Catanzaro. So let's double check that got counted. Yes, 1 out of 12. Okay, good progress. The most noticeable thing is how quick the view follows your head movements. No twitching or stutter, and I screamed when a blue whale swam close. So the experience is really different. Because like the head movements, you can somehow imagine how it looks already. Like in Track IR, right? You already have that. But I'm guessing the entire visual range being covered and being immersed in that world is something that is definitely different. Versus just looking in a monitor and having Track IR on. I haven't experienced VR yet, the modern VR yet, so I cannot say if I have not experienced that kind of immersion yet from my end. Does that work? Yeah, we kind of can squeeze it in. I would pay to see that. It's so cool. That's a new sound, that clanging sound. Wonder where it's from, if it's from Soundfixes, EVR, or default SES. I almost forgot to shift up. Promo's coming to multiplayer. I'm super excited. We will do a convoy when that happens. We will schedule a convoy when that happens. Because that's like one step away from MP being sustainable, being that's one of my limitations in MP. You don't have pro mods, so you have a very limited map. But now that that's there, the only thing that's stopping me from doing MP is that there is no traffic. Well, two things. There is no traffic, and they can't have other mods, sound mods, natural lux, Project Next Gen. I wish you could. Yeah, that's one step at a time though. One step at a time. Iceland convoy. Sounds good. I'm kind of scared for Caso trucking though. And idiots, that's true. That's true, that will never go away. Now the best thing is if we could have a dedicated server of our own. That would be amazing. They did it once for Squirrel, right? So it is doable. But yeah, I'm guessing that's not scalable enough. It would be amazing having a multiplayer server with just us in there. We can give access to patrons, to subs, stuff like that. Just like Farm Sim. And then you could have like synchronized AI vehicles. But yeah, all those sound like they're worlds away. For now, I'm happy enough with that Pro mods is coming into Truckers MP. Absolutely loving this truck, the Renault Range T. And I like the interior. It's like it's modern, but it's not overly luxurious. Like you can feel that it's like, how do you say? It feels like it's economical but modern. That's the feeling I get of it. Like compared with the next gen Scania. The next gen Scania is just like full on, like top of the line, highest end interior and everything. This one is modern but not so costly looking. And I like it. It feels like a practical truck to me. Bucket of Doom incoming. Steer clear. Can't get used to that Casio speedometer. Yeah. That's what makes it very economical as well. The Casio speedometer. DM. It is very visible though, I'll give it that. Like there is no question of missing that. You'll definitely have an idea if you're speeding or not. So it is legible, but not very pleasing to the eyes, technologically speaking. Wrong indication. Oi! What the heck? Sure thing, Jack. Cheap and cheerful. That might be a good tagline, actually. So what other mods have you guys been seeing on the SES forums or anywhere else? Any interesting ones you've seen so far? I've been mostly scouring the SES forums. A lot of things have been coming out for the Renault Range T. Oh, there's this new one, this SCS trailer tuning pack that I have on my list, but I have not tried it yet. I might make a video of that sometime next week if I can manage. Has anyone tried that yet? Hey, super! 12 deliveries! Wow, super quick! Oh, that's super. Wait a minute, are we go? We are go. Can't see it. Sorry. Where did you finish them? All in ETS2? Good job, man. So you got the boxing gloves hanging toy. That looks pretty cool. By the way, did you guys see the trailer for this pink charity event? That there was a female driver. How do you make that happen? Is that something yes you get as a reward too? Or is that only in the video? Oh, this is a very nice bridge. We'll have to take a shot at this. Wait a minute. Okay, I was wondering why we haven't gone to the ferry yet. Black and pink gloves. Okay. 11 in ETS2 and 1 in ATS. Nice balance. Alright, here we go. We take a shot right here. No spoilers. But the rewards are listed in the event screen. I do love that bend. If we give it a bit of a twist right there. Alex is our very own Nightbot now. Thanks, Alex. Appreciate it. Let's get a wide shot. Been called worse. How about Alexo? Alexo might just work. This is the SES Range T with a couple of truck accessories from truck accessory mods, I could say. And everyone, you know, that was quick. If only I can brew coffee that fast. We are speeding, but that's fine. No one's looking. Just keep it hush hush. The incredible videos of Microsoft Flight Sim. Oh yes. Yes, I saw lots of videos about that. And I was so envious of the guys who were able to travel to Seattle. They should have called me. I had a visa ready. I was just waiting for them. I wish. Hey V3D. Quite into my YouTube vids recently. Thanks a lot, man. Appreciate that. And thanks for making the effort to drop by here. More than welcome. Thanks for the kind words. Happy to have you here. Instant. Up. You make buses for OMSI. Ooh, nice. Maybe I've tried one of your buses before. I've been into OMSI at one point. I've since retired from it though. But yeah, OMSI is still the most hardcore bus simulator out there. No question. We weren't hoping you ran out of fuel on the YouTube vid or anything. I was sure some people were waiting for it to happen. Wanted to test out the emergency services feature. Palermo or Naples? Napoli. No, Palermo I think is where we should be going. Enviro 200 mmC and Fellows film. Nice. Congrats, man. That must have been one heck of some hard work, huh? Little on the bad side. That's like an ultimate understatement. Some people here would phrase it quite more bluntly. they have a lot of adjectives they can give that. But yes, we found that out the hard way when we streamed the Renault Range T last week for 3 hours, and we were bombarded with those let me see, little on the bad side sounds. Yeah, the default sounds are probably the worst sounds of any truck in the game. I think I'd have to agree there. They are pretty loud, I'll give it that, but they are loud in the bad way, I think. Because yeah, I remember the Volvo VNL default SCS sounds I definitely loved. And I think the next gen Scania was not bad. Not great, but not bad. In the MA and the Euro 6 TGX, I think it was not bad either. But yeah, this is quite awful really. Although some people actually like it. So I guess that just shows how amazing it is to have different tastes, different ears. Could go from the spectrum is quite wide. You'd think the default sound would be really good considering the effort they put in. Yeah, they all have the fancy equipment, the microphones and all that stuff, and they have dealerships or agreements with actual companies, so you would think they could like rent out a truck and drive it around and record it. So I'm not sure what could have gone wrong there. Maybe at that point when they were developing those sounds, they were not they didn't have those unlocked them yet, because I think the Renault Range T was originally a very old, like 2-year-old truck that's just waiting for licensing. So maybe the sounds were developed back then. It would be interesting to get the insider answer from that. I wonder if we can ask that from SCS when they next do a live stream, and if they will answer it truthfully. And if they would acknowledge the limited the quality of the sounds there. I wonder how they would answer that. That would be a nice question to ask. So if anyone of you guys is able to drop by any of the SCS live streams, please ask them for me, because the timing for SCS live streams are not very good for my time zone, so I'm almost never able to join them. Hey Ghosty, thanks for joining, and thank you for that. Appreciate it. Glad to have you here. Welcome to the channel. Thanks for joining, guys. Really appreciate it. And thanks for joining on quick notice, because we should have been flying today. And I decided, let's support the pink movement. Do the best we can for them. Ah, yes, you're right, Alex. So actually my statement about SCS not fixing anything, well, it's not really accurate. You might be getting a bit laggy. Hang on tight. That's just my GPU getting too taxed. Hopefully my voice is still with you, even though the video is stuttering. Okay, it should be stable now. They bang on about quality and throw sounds like that. To be fair, the model is absolutely stunning. I have no complaints at all about the modeling. But yeah, the sounds completely on a different level. Yeah, that's very true though, Alex. I mentioned before that SCS didn't really fix their sounds, so when they released something, that was it. But yeah, you're right, the Volvo VNL had bad sounds initially, and then they changed it, so here's to hoping they would fix that for the Renault. Because if we do an MP, a convoy in MP, we won't have the luxury of having engine sound mods. And the only thing I can do if they don't improve it by then is to lower the volume to like 0.1 or 0.2 and just play some loud music over it. That would be the best workaround. So yeah, I hope there is still a chance. There is still hope that they can fix it. Hopefully they can address that. Worries you about the ones they're researching for the US. Yeah, they say they've been recording, or they are looking to record many more trucks in the US. I'm hoping they record it right and they mix it right, because it's not just about the recording, right? They could have the best equipment, but maybe they are not doing the proper mixing. the proper levels or whatnot. I think they should take a page out of Krishboom's and EVR's books. They should at the very least hire them as consultants just to get their inputs, or hire them fully if that's possible at all. I know EVR would love that. He was working on having, that's his goal, to become a SCS employee, I think, and work on the sounds, if I remember correctly. That's how he was trying to expand his portfolio or stuff like that. Or you can just make your own engine sounds. I could. How about those as loaded sounds, huh? That might make you go S interior volume -0.5. We'll see. My ears. What? Don't those sound like F1 engines? Clumsy diesel. That's the one. Maybe we should rest soon. It's not that scenic exploring this at night. There's a little more work recording engine sounds for ETS rather than OMSI. Actually, yeah, the engine sounds for OMSI buses are very good from what I've tried out. I remember my favorite bus there. What was it called? I forgot what it was called, but it was not a new bus. I think it was a Mercedes. I forgot the models now, but it was like a 90s era bus, and it had such amazing sounds. Super immersive. Vroom. It would be amazing if EVR worked for SCS with its amazing sounds. Oh yes, and he would not be trolled anymore for having paid mods, because if he's part of the team, he gets paid doing what he loves. He wouldn't have to deal with all the admin stuff, maintaining a website, replying individually to questions. He would be able to focus on working on his engine sounds and doing some of the admin stuff on the company for sure. That's never completely erased, but yeah, I think he would love it. Needs more AdBlue, needs more tequila. Tequila Blue. Speaking of AdBlue, I really like this dashboard from the Renault Range T. Shows you that AdBlue level. That is the AdBlue level, right? That blue thing on the left side. And it actually only appears, that blue thing, when you start the engine. I think when we stop it, it would disappear. So it's real-time level of the AdBlue is what I am understanding it is. Let's try it out. But I like the dash. It's very practical. It's not the best looking. It's very practical. Like that blue thing. Yeah. Very nice. Very nice. AdBlue or Def. Oh yeah, it's called differently depending on where you are. Is that in the US where it's called Def? Is that Def or DEF? How you call it? Amazing EVR sounds there. All your trucks run on top alcohol. The engine brake indicator is very nice indeed. It's somewhere here. Well, that blue thing, and also there is something, I think in the middle of the gears, is it? Let's check it out later. I just noticed I'm covering a bit of the dash. So let me adjust the steering wheel a bit. Just move it down. There you go, so we can see everything. Yeah, so we can see the parking brake there. Seatbelt signs, lights, high beams. Yeah, this dashboard is complete. Look at the name there. I just noticed that. R. Oscar. Oscar put in his signature. Engine died. My bad. It's called both here, Def or AdBlue. Ah, okay. diesel exhaust fluid. It's also called AdBlue in the US. I see. So they're the same thing. Blue cowpea. Nice. So let's see. If I do engine braking here. Oh no, that's not engine braking. I think it's a retarder logo. That's the one. Next to the manu. If you enable the retarder. It's nice. So in addition to the blue bar, you get that icon for the retarder. Squeeze in, thank you. Also known as P. Some exhaust fluid uses pig urine. Is that Mumbai busing info, or is that true? Loving that turbo whine. No Mumbai being there. How the heck does that help? Like the acidity? First? First in Amsterdam, maybe. How are you, Scotsman? Have you finally decided to try the Renault Range T? Or are you still in that Renault Magnum? Stazione. Just finished the World of Trucks event. Cheater! Why are you guys so fast? You guys are super fast. Leaving me in the dust. Just cruise along here. Not very autumny in Italy yet. Not sure if Grimes changed the trees here. All his drops are in Amsterdam. I think so too. Someone check the deliveries page quick. Oh, and for our new friends, if you guys want to continue the discussions with us even after the stream, you can join the Discord server. !Discord gets you there. Lots of insider stuff, sharing of new mods that are released, sharing of screenshots, and all the other stuff there. Highly recommend you join. Thanks. We even get some sneak peeks from the modders sometimes in there. So sometimes we get lucky. Oftentimes we just fool around. Let's run the lights here. Actually, yeah, that's a good question. Usually Alex is on the top of the list when there are events coming out. Oh, this is lovely. Take a photo here. Even with that tree out. Cutting out of the road. Looking forward to the next map expansion on ETS. Oh, yes. What is the official name? Beyond the Black Sea? No. I think that's a combination of the Baltic and the Black. Something. You guys know better than I do. Only done 8. Slacker Alex. Wow. Get to work, will ya? Oh, that looks lovely. Road to the Black Sea. There you go. Beyond the Black Sea. That works too, right? Not too shabby. Let's take a shot from here. First to finish the event. Oh yeah. Well, someone did finish it already. Who was that? I think it was Super, right? looks great. That looks great. You're in the water by that point. That's true. Wolf bites. Still recovering from hunting related injuries. So for those in the stream, let me make a quick survey. How many of you guys use steering wheels? How many use keyboard and mouse? And how many use like gamepads? So I mentioned it in the video. I'm thinking of making a video giving like tips on controls, how to maximize it, make it the most realistic given what you have. But I want to get an idea first, like what kind of controls you have. Maybe I should make a poll on that on YouTube, huh? Get everyone's usage so I know what to focus on. This is the second wheel. Use Xbox controller and G29. That's a great combo. What do you use the Xbox controller for? Steering wheel. Mouse is great in OMSI but terrible in ETS2. Steering wheel for ETS2 as well. Okay, so most of the guys watching are using a steering wheel. For sure Alex and Jack too. Alright, I'll also do a poll on YouTube. Because if you're using the steering wheel, and are you guys using any kind of adjustments on the steering wheel? Like did you change the config file to make it more smooth or stuff like that? Or are you using the default controls? You use your mind, oh goodness. Oh yeah, Thor has such like a one step below the SES, how do you call it? Simulator rig. I would love to have Thor's setup. Xbox controller is when you're feeling lazy and don't want to set up your wheel. Ah, I see. So you also drive with it. I see. That's cool. Yeah, my wheel is just on the side of my desk. But maybe I should do that for flight sim. Sometimes I'm too lazy to set up the yoke. And when you're flying like a 737, you barely need the yoke anyway, because you just mostly fiddle with buttons and you just need that yoke for the... Too fast. Need that yoke for the landing and whatnot. There you go. You got VR for it and never used it. You have a VR headset? I have someone who is really raving about the VR in ETS2. Have you guys tried VR in ETS2 ever? They say it's amazing. Although I guess the compatibility is a bit limited. Well, not so limited. I guess it's only limited when it comes to like there's an open beta. You cannot participate in the open beta with the VR because the VR is in a different beta branch. You have to enable it in a beta branch. But I've seen videos in YouTube with VR gameplay in Truck Sim. It looks quite shaky, but it might just be the setting the guy is using. Like Track IR is a bit more stable. VR is, I think, like that, very wobbly, and I get dizzy watching it. Not sure if you guys encounter the same if you watch VR videos. Is there a way to like limit that mobility, make it less sensitive or something, smoothen it out a bit? Messina. You have a VR headset, but at that point got bored of setting it up every 5 minutes. Oh, I see. Oh man, this looks amazing, doesn't it? Italy. of the amazing works of SCS. I don't think Pro Mods touched this anymore, huh? After SCS released Italy, they mostly left it alone. Whenever SCS does a DLC, they usually leave that place alone. Because SCS does a very good job already. So they focus, Pro Mods focuses on the other untapped areas. You have two housemates, and whenever you're out with your mom, you buy them both stuffs. When you go to college, I didn't quite get what happened. So he got your money or something? Maybe you're being too nice and he took advantage. I see. Truck skins for the new event. Yeah, I got the DLC. Matches perfectly. Hey Goharo, thanks for joining. Where are you from? Nice name. Right now in ATS you're driving a Freightliner FLD. Oh, it's been a while since I drove that. That is available in the Steam Workshop, right? It is very nice, yeah. Very in theme. Real men wear pink. Real men drive pink. Giveaway for the truck skins. I would highly recommend that you buy it. It's what, $2 I think? I'm sure everyone can afford that. And that goes to a very good cause. I might also buy the ATS one for Friday. There you go. Thanks a lot, Alexo. Ay. You won't buy the ATS one. Yeah, the Steam Workshop is where the Freightliner FLD is now. That's good that they put it there. What do you mean, Alex? Can't you buy both? Only once? Oi, what is this guy doing? Oh, he's turning left and he would not want to go. And now he goes. And now he stops. Bro! Oi! Did someone Mumbai bus me there? I haven't seen any notification yet. Let me have a look at my... Lagging bad. Oh yeah, you're right. GPU is getting taxed in this intersection. Oh wow, never go at this rate. This truck is just super pro. Look at how he's just outside there in the intersection blocking the way. Almost blocking the way. Yeah. I'm not sure what his problem is. There you go, now finally he goes. Oh, it was a crap Vecco. Let's not stay behind that guy. It'll take us ages. Nope, not staying behind you again. He's waiting for a different shade of green, I think so too. You saw one of my tutorials on YouTube. Hope it helped. Hope it didn't cause so much rage. Which one was it, if you remember? Is it about the graphics or controls? You reached 700 hours on ETS as well. Congrats, man. I'm actually surprised that you're only at 700 hours with all the trucking you've been doing. Actually, that's not only 700 hours, it's a big thing. Congrats. Have you ever tried the added random events mod? I tried something along those lines. Maybe it's not the exact one though. Is it in the forums? No Amsterdam in ATS. Ay ay ay. What I want to try is the more asphalt thingy random events, which I forgot to add. So we turn right here. Oh, there are Amsterdams there. Alex would know, huh? What's about the map or promos? I see. Thanks, glad you found me then. Stazione Messina Marittima. Absolutely butchered that pronunciation, I'm sure. By Dan B. Winby. Nice name. How are you liking it? Another ferry? Via San Giovanni. Oh yeah, this is just like crossing the island. 20 minutes. Sounds like a lake name. Kinda does sound like it, huh? Alright. Moving on. It'll give you some insider info. Some behind the scenes stuff. Hey Nick June. Welcome to the stream. Italy is your favorite DLC. I can understand that, definitely. I think it's my second favorite. It's fast becoming my favorite as well though. I know I mentioned before, I think my favorite was France DLC. But now, not so sure anymore. I love the French country roads. But the highways and overall, I think Italy I like better. The Baltic DLC is good, but I'm not sure. I think I prefer Italy. I think I like the buildings in Italy, the density in Italy more. Dark theme doesn't work with Nick's name color. I can see it though. I guess that's I think OBS has a plugin where it changes the colors. So if you have something that is not readable, it changes it to something more so, a bit more so. So I see Nick's color as like light gray or something like that. I like the Baltic Sea, but the landscape is so boring. It is quite flat. It is quite not as populous as this one. Like here, so many things happening. There, it's more chill. It's more relaxed. So if you're looking for a more filled landscape, yeah, can definitely understand why you would really like Italy. Italy and France are best. Italy looks great, but France has the better roads. That's very true. I love the countryside of France for sure. Especially those like sneaky roads with a castle just popping out of nowhere. Absolutely amazing. Actually, this village is your favorite place in the whole DLC. Oh, perfect timing. With that, let's celebrate it. Let's take some screenshots. Iberian Peninsula. Where is that? And why does it sound familiar? I'm such an ignoramus when it comes to geography. The only way I would learn is if I truck there. Otherwise, I would never remember it. Spain in Portugal. Ah, man. Do you guys think they're planning on making Spain in Portugal DLC? I would imagine that's going to be a huge work. But I imagine that's going to be something huge and something people will love. It feels kind of weird having Euro Truck Sim and not having Spain in Portugal there, right? Thanks for following, Nick. Appreciate that. Thanks as well, Guaro. Jadar? What did I say? Stepping in for Jay. One sec, guys, huh? Let's refill my cup here. Just had an AI turn into your lane. Had no time to slow down. Eeh. Oh yeah. Happened to me once or twice too. Well, more than that, I guess. Want more of Russia or the Balkans? I would like the Spain and Portugal areas. We've only done one so far. This is our second delivery. Something huge and people will. Oh my goodness. Absolutely fell into that one then, huh? Honest mistake, honest mistake. That was a micro stutter, but I think that's acceptable. That's fine. Oh, as a community, I don't know. Last check was 110,000. And climbing looks like, ooh. Someone didn't clean up. Some overgrown trees. As long as they're not trees of doom though, we should be fine with that. Over 110,000. And this place is lovely. Yeah. Rhymes didn't clean up properly. Oh man, that looks amazing. I love this view. Imagine that, I didn't take a photo. I really resisted. Aren't you surprised I was able to resist that? Slow down. And cruise. Beautiful. It's probably move out. Yeah, I'm getting some newfound respect for Italy DLC. Everywhere you go is just so good. And you get sights just like that, even on the highway. Yeah, our brains aren't linked that well enough, looks like. I think the Renault is okay, but David Scania will always be deep in your heart. Well, yeah, the Range T is definitely my truck of the week/month. Let's see how long it lasts until the next truck comes by. Yeah, I love the feel of it. As I mentioned a while ago, it's modern, but it's not luxurious. It's practical. It's modern and practical truck. What I see from this interior, not overly fancy. Heck, we even have that Casio speedometer. That's all the proof you need that it's practical. No fancy LED screens or whatnot. Beautiful. I will need to take a photo. There. Yeah, same here. And it's nice that SES finally fixed the spoiler and put that nice large spoiler for this sleeper cab. I like the look of that one. Why won't you take a shot at this magnificent view? Especially when you have a bridge like that. Let's give it a bit of a twist. Realistically, the Renault shouldn't have that massive nav screen. Ah, really? Ah, interesting. So is that like SCS creative freedom at work? That's cool. Didn't know that. So it's reverse psychology. Whatever works, right? Yeah, they fixed it just today, the spoiler. How long did it take for the FH mid-sized cab? Actually I don't know because I switched to Eugene's Volvo FH and I'm guessing that filled the gap, whatever those missing parts were. But yeah, it looks like SES is paying more attention now to the community. And well, they've always been listening before, but they react so much more now. The most impressed I was before, I think I told this already, was when the next gen Scania got released. And then it had generic blinker sounds and people started complaining that's not how it should have sounded like. And like the next day they put in a patch or something and it got the realistic blinker sounds. It was amazing feedback loop that they really listen and do something about it, and in a very, very fast fashion. Like no like fancy, no turnarounds or whatnot, no paperwork, just do it and then worry about the paperwork later if anything. Wow, do you guys see that stretch over there? This is how Scotsman gets his nice scores. That was downhill all the way. The retarder was hard at work there to keep us at 85 kilometers per hour. The success of SES is all down to the people that play the sim. Yeah, it has an amazing community. But it's amazing that they listen. Because right now, the people over at Elite Dangerous are having a similar problem, or are having a problem that is completely opposite. They have such an amazing community. People who listen, people who voice out, people who respect the direction of the company, but they are not getting enough feedback back from Frontier. Is that Frontier? The developers of Elite. And so they're very frustrated right now. So much so that they made an open letter and sent it to the developers. So the community as a whole got together, came up with an open letter, and then sent it out. And then I think the developers replied to that, but the reply was not very. It was not very, how do you say, convincing or fulfilling. Like it was not. Their comments were not met with how they expected it or how they hoped it would be. Because they made a very diplomatic letter. It was not like ranting. It was more on for the sake of the community and objectively pointing out the gaps that have appeared through the years. But yeah, it's a two-way street, is what I would say. Community is there, but also developers should be receptive enough. And SES is, I think, doing just that. They're very open to all those comments, and they know when to filter, they know when to accept. It's a great balance. Yeah, it's great that they've invested in more staff. They have more capacity to handle all the different things. Look at that. Didn't notice that before. It's actually a banner that welcomes you into Catanzaro. As much as we like to haul around in 6-cylinder trucks, the Scania 6-cylinder noise is drony and annoying on the highway, so we don't really like it. Is that in real life or in the sim? Should use the interior sound volume adjustment. Yeah, or EVRs or crash booms. Yeah, I seldom use default sounds nowadays because the mod sounds are just so good compared to the default most of the time. But yeah, if you're playing MP, then that's not really part of the option yet. I'm still thinking if I should buy that indicator set from ALMAR because it's nice. I'm not sure if I need it. It might complicate my gear even more. For one, I'll need another USB hub. It's expensive and I'm not so sure if I would need it. Maybe if I just save it up for a future upgrade. Because what I'm thinking of is I'm going to hold off on any upgrades this year. I'm going to wait for FS 2020. And whatever that flight sim needs, I'll get the most out of my budget to max out the performance with that sim, because it is just mind-blowing what they've been able to do there. They've been able to synchronize, they've been able to merge together all their different technologies Microsoft has. Cloud computing, the community, the feedback, the everything Microsoft. Maybe even Microsoft Office plays a role in there, I don't know. But everything is just so... Oh, is this closed? Oh, it's open. Okay, good. Sorry, I think something got blocked there. There might have been a word or something that got filtered off. Family friendly stream. Very strict with the auto mode is very strict when it comes to that. Sorry about that. Still waiting for Clumsy voice nav mode. Hey, that's true. That never got into play, huh? Actually, I don't even use nav mods anymore. The voice nav mode, voice nav anymore. It was a nice novelty, but it's not like a necessity. That would be cool though, huh? Push through, bro. Push through all those plywoods. Alright, Guaro. Have a good one. Have a good night. Thanks for staying here, spending time with us. And now I'm stuck. Clear that thing. Yes, we have. Let's see, please don't hit that. Up. It's too much. Am I going to hit that other trailer? We will see. There you go. Bridge! Stop here for photo. If only I could trigger that somehow. Oh man, that's the best parking ever. Look at that. Well, it's not too bad. If you don't look at the lines, it's not too bad. Nice. It's 2 down. The shipping container. What happened to it? Did we hit it? All I can say there is whoops. 31.63. Yeah, I mean, it's not even trying so hard. Goodness. That's the power of Italia. Economy driving at its best. Let's go to Napoli. But let's have a look if we can go through some country roads. It's not going to be very economical, but it's going to be very scenic. That looks good enough. Oh yeah, by the way guys, I probably need to end the stream earlier because I have to go to the office today. My manager is looking for me. No, we have this like mid-year performance thingy. I have to go to the office and talk with her. If I still know how to go, that is. So this might be the last delivery. We'll see what time we can finish. Oh man, that's amazing lighting right there. Beautiful skybox. Let's have a look. I find it interesting that SCS uses English names for many places, but Rome and Naples are still in Italian. There's actually an option for it. Oh, and let's try it out. I like that. They recently introduced that. A new handbrake add-on. Oh yeah, I saw that. A handbrake for trucks, right? Like the vertical thing. Goodness. That's intense. So there's this thing. Localized city and country names. And then you can show secondary names in the map. So when we look inside, it can be anglicized, but it can still have the original name there. Naples, Napoli. Yeah, I like that. Florence, Firenze. Milan, Milano. Venice, Venetia. Things like that. I like that relatively new feature. Are you thinking of buying anything from ALMAR, Alex? Getting tempted into anything? The most I'm tempted about is that indicator thing. I'm still on the fence on it. Thanks, Alex. You are pretty consistent there. Oh, bro. Go already. Or sis. I'm not sure. I didn't see. Thank you. Not like you had much choice in there. Not tempted, saving for computer parts. Did your case arrive already? Man, I don't think I would have that kind of EQ. Being able to resist that. Like buying the parts one by one and having the parts in your home but you're not building it yet. I would want something to like, once it's there, I would want to assemble it immediately. Case arrived. Pictures on Jack's Discord. Nice. I'll have a look. The Indicator Studio have a tutorial on YouTube. Game Studio. Is that the YouTube channel? To make that and link to the parts. Cool. I'll have a look if maybe that tempts me more if I settle on not having it. Can you share it with me if you find it on Discord? So I don't lose it. Get paid by the link. Oh my goodness. Stop now. Thanks, man. Stick to that. I love this lighting. What time is it? 7:28 p.m. I guess in autumn you would have earlier sunsets. And it rains. Oh, it doesn't rain very often anymore. Oh, and didn't we say we were planning to look at some countryside roads? Oh, I don't think we have any here though. Yeah. Unless we go through that, which is like not very practical. Yeah, that's like the nice country road there. I think Casino and Pescara. Oh, you can also. I'm not sure if you are. If Nightbot considers you a regular, but what am I saying? Alex can give you permission so we can post it here, so everyone can also check it out. And then someone can help me post it in the Truck Sim channel in Discord, so I don't lose it. I'll check it out later. Lots of steps. Sorry about that. Oh man, that looks so good, doesn't it? Looks so natural. Especially with the shining road effect. That's lovely. The pitter patter of rain and the wiper sounds. Yeah, those wiper sounds. Also EVR. Oh, perfect. Thanks, Alex. I'll have a look. Tempt myself even more. Oh yeah. The rain sounds are just so good. I think that's part of Natural Lux, if I remember correctly. It is a weather mod after all. Get your soldering iron out. Oh no. Anything DIY with me, not going to work. Thank you for following. Welcome to the channel, guys. We have some new friends with us. Feel free to say hi so we can greet you by name. Lovely tunnel textures. Stop with the wipers a moment. Oh, if I had that indicator thingy, I wouldn't have to work on my keyboard. I can have everything here for wipers, lights, indicators. Oh no, I'm tempting myself now. It's not good. Is that a new tattoo? Nope. Just a happy accident. Not so happy. Oh, you can post stuff. There you go. Thanks. Now we have to sleep. Or can we? Yes, we can, because it's a World of Trucks contract. Yeah. Basically unlimited time, because we have 21 IRL hours for it. So if we could find a rest area somewhere. Well, let's look if we drop by, if there's something coming up. Let's have a look at the signs. Let's make this realistic. Thanks, Thor. I'll go and check it. So is that the one from ALMAR, or is that a DIY indicator thing? I don't think I can do any DIY thing, but if there's something, some video featuring ALMAR's stuff, like a hands-on look, that's the one I think I can use. Hey Jerry, thank you for joining. How's it going? Are you into trucking too? Thank you for following. Appreciate that, Jerry. Welcome to the stream. DIY, but it looks like ALMAR made the same thing. Ah, I see. I see. We are going to Napoli. We are in Italy at the moment. So maybe he followed the guide and he monetized it. Smart man. Well, I would gladly buy it from him because I'm absolutely hopeless when it comes to DIY stuff. That's where the Clumsy comes from. I can afford to be clumsy virtually, but not in real life. It would be pretty disastrous. Hey Mick. You've been playing the demo for 2 years. It's never going to be free. Well, maybe it can. But right now, when there's a Steam sale, it goes down to like $5 or something. But they do have to eat. The developers did work for it, and they have their own families to feed, so I think it's fair to pay for it. You have not driven in Truck Simulator yet. Ah, I see. My accent, I am Filipino. I'm from the Philippines, all the way in Southeast Asia. You can never afford it. Oh, that's sad to hear. Maybe eventually you can save up for it. $19.99 now on Steam. Yeah, if you wait for a sale, it'll go down to $5. Super cheap. And if you save up for, if you've been playing it for 2 years, if you save up, I don't know, let's say 24 months, 5 divided by 24, let's compute that. $4 per month? 40 cents per month, right? Or, oh man, real-time math while driving, not a very good combination. 40 times 12 is 4.8, so maybe just 20. You guys divide that for me. That's how much you have to save per month. Clumsy does math. Goodness, you guys help me out. That's what crowdsourcing is for. So yeah, if you can save up for like a couple of cents every month, in 2 years you should have $5. And then you just wait for Steam sale and then you can buy it. And so don't sell Steam gift cards. Oh, that's sad, yeah. Where are you from, if you don't mind me asking, Mick? Maybe there are other alternatives we can think of. It is far, yeah. Southeast Asia. I am living in Singapore though, at the moment. But it is still in Southeast Asia. Still far. Dominican Republic. I think I know some folks in the channel with that. So how do they buy? How do you guys buy from Steam? Is it only using credit card? If there are no gift cards? Maybe PayPal. Is PayPal a thing there? Maybe PayPal has options for you. Hey, Crazy Syrup guy. Movie FB group. Transgender Freddy Krueger. Who is Freddy Krueger again? Is he the guy with the hat? In the claws thingy? The red stripes shirt? Friday the 13th guy? Is that Friday the 13th? Is that where it came from? You know, I'm mixing stuff up with him and who was this guy? Jason, the one with the hockey mask. Their movies. Nightmare on Elm Street. That's the one. Yeah, good luck, Mick. If you Google it enough, you'll find a way, I'm sure. But yeah, I think paying for the game is fair enough. Ooh, look at that. Jason is Friday the 13th. That's what I'm always mixing up. Okay, we have a rest area here. Let's do that. So we get rid of the rain and we get rid of the night in a kilometer from now. And Michael is Halloween. Who is Michael? So how do we stop there? Let's have a look at the signs. Wow, no visibility at all. Mike Myers, isn't he? What is this name? Spy, the spy thing, the comedy spy. Hey G, glad to see you here, man. Thanks for the raid. Appreciate that. Welcome everybody. How is everyone doing? Have you guys been doing the pink charity thing too? Mr. Myers. Welcome, Chi guys. It's a Chi raid. Thanks for joining us. How was trucking? Completely different looking tunnel. What? Halloween? As in Halloween? Or is there a movie titled Halloween? I don't think I'm familiar with that. First time you streamed in weeks. Oh, nice. You finished the 12 jobs. Nice. Wait a minute, did we skip through the rest area? There's a movie, Halloween. Oh, I don't know about that. Interesting. I'm not familiar with it, yeah. Grazie. And glad to see you here. Glad to hear you're doing well. Getting a new headset. Congrats. What are you planning to get? Eyeing any model or brand? Phew, that was close. Okay, looks like we're not sleeping then. How did I miss that stop? One sec. Ah, okay, so it's a bit tricky. It's not right on the right. You have to like loop around. I guess I missed the turn. I missed the sign. Ah, no worries, G. Thanks, man. Really appreciate that. Lurk away, my friend. But yeah, glad to hear you're doing better. Hoping for the best that it continues. So we should be going to Napoli here, then turning a left. Okay. Your last headset went out middle of an F1 stream. Oof. Mine is disintegrating bit by bit. This Audio-Technica ATH M50X, if I remember correctly. I've had the, what do you call this? The thing, the foamy part that connects, that is touching your actual ears. I've had that replaced already because it's flaking. And now this top part is the one that's flaking out bit by bit. Yes, the rain is very, very realistic looking. I think we have Kirill to thank for that with Natural Lux. But even with the default SCS weather, I think it also looks good. Wait, you have ears? No, I'm just saying from what the others are saying. This would be where the ears would be, they say, but I don't have real life experience. Is your mic muted? You don't have natural lux. Still looks nice though, even without it, right? If I remember correctly. Clumsy an alien, no ears. Yeah, they say they don't have ears. My ears do pop up every once in a blue moon or so. Is this where we're headed? I think so. So yeah, I think we'll have to end it after this job, guys. So I have to prepare for office. Wish me luck. Meeting with my manager. I wonder if she knows about my YouTube channel. Probably not. He even has legs, but you've never seen them. Big race, oh. Not likely. Not likely at all. Goodness. My company, race is like, how do you say it? It's like a foreign word, you know? No one knows what that means. Yeah. Does it take long to reach my office? Yes, it does, unfortunately. I live in very far away from the city, so it takes me around 2 hours to get there by public transport. If I take a cab, it's probably going to take, I don't know, 30 minutes. But it will cost me like 10 to 20 times more. So I'd wait the 2 hours. Ten minutes now. Well, normally it would take me 0 minutes because I usually work from home. But yeah, from time to time I need to go to the office. So it's fine with that long commute. Oh, do you have a car? I have a truck, a virtual truck. Thank you for following. Welcome to the channel. Feel free to join us in the discussion so I can also greet you. I have a train. I have a plane as well, but there's no airport near the office. Yeah, no car. Singapore cars are very, very expensive. And the public transport is very good. Trains are very good here. Trains and buses cover most of the city. So no need for a car really, realistically. Plus I can like read books, watch YouTube videos while I'm on the train or on the bus. So I don't get any downtime. And that's why I need to learn to fly a helicopter. That's the one. That's the main reason. Where are we delivering this? Oh, there, okay. That's going to be pretty challenging. I think we started off from here already. Hey, YU. Thanks for joining and thanks for the follow. Appreciate that. Welcome to the stream. How are you? Are you also a truck fan? We get a very varied number and very varied interests in the stream. Some are fans of the sim community, trucks, planes, and whatnot. Some are just hanging out. Some just like a relaxing time. Just want to wind down, get away from all the shouting and the aggressiveness in the real world and in the other virtual worlds. That kind of works. Take that. Hazard lights when reversing. Oh yeah, good tip. That's a good practice. I do that too even in a car. Makes sense to do it also in the truck. Oh crap. Doesn't look very good, but maybe we can make it work still. There you go. Let's make it right. Last delivery. Clumsy drone required. Drink tequila. I think I'll need to. Let's make it right this time. Yes, those are EVR sounds, G. They're originally for the Volvo FH, but EVR made it compatible with Renault Range T as well if you download the latest version. The D13K460 EVR sounds for the Volvo FH. Yeah, but he's planning on releasing a Renault Range T set soon, just not sure how soon is soon. Good. Old truck driving habits. That's a good habit. Now that is a perfect parking. I'll take it. Vids are good for chilling out too. Thanks, glad you think about it that way. Some people will disagree. Sure thing, G. Enjoy. Yeah, you'll love it, especially if you compare to default SES. So let's save it, and we will leave it there, guys. Sorry for the shorter stream than usual, but I will be back 2 days from now, hoping for some ATS then. Thanks for hanging out with me. I've had an amazing time, and please check out the Pink Ribbon DLCs from SES and help out. Those will be all donated to charity, to the breast cancer foundations. So it's for a cause. Anyway, thanks for watching. Have a good night, guys. Have a good day, and catch you in 2 days. We'll do some more of this, but in ATS that time, if everything goes well. Thanks, G. Glad to see you here, man. Really amazing to hear that you're feeling better. Have a good one. Thank you, Alex, for moderating and doing all that stuff. Alexo. Everyone, please thank Alexo as well. And if I'm getting something in the mail, I haven't seen it yet, but thank you for that. My goodness. Have a good one, and catch you in 2 days. In the meantime, let's catch up on Discord and in YouTube. Okay? Thanks and bye-bye. Clumsy Trucking. See you soon.